teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 20 carries, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in Week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A good throw there. And this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression?
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
An option handoff given to Sanders. The numbers for Sanders last week, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
It's a second down run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. And the Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to... And he's got it! That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense returns to the field, and former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him.
And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire, all the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll run with Sanders
to about the 26 here. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
After 1
leading 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there? There's so much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll set up to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Sanders will score. Touchdown, L.A. Well, this this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Play there for Seattle. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him.
Touchdown, LA! Miles Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it is 28-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
So here are the Rams to take over.
Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a carry for Sanders.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Going for it with Sanders. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. I love those plays 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taking it around the 40. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Inside the 5-yard line, absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw. And it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Short throw to Disley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Back to throw again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Well, the ball now going back over to Seattle Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, this from 39. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw. And this is a quick slant to Lockett. So the completion results there in 9 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that's still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Rams' rocket-armed quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Rams and the Vikings, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers for Sanders last week, 24 carries, 98 yards, 2 shy of 100.
We all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Andrew Booth making the tackle.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And there in coverage was Brian Asamoah.
7th play in the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Miles Sanders.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 5. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That made a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and play some ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score time, 7-7.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
third down. They'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The Rams at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That good for 22 on the first down.
You have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. The Rams 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Rams ready to go on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
This one into the hands of Thielen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. To have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. 2nd and 1. He sets to fire deep. He's got him in. Complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and 9 now. Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the Rams first down.
He'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. McPherson's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
So pick up a 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 4. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Second and 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And out of bounds right around the 20. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll set up to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Here we go on second and 12. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back from both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
They'll look to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Andrew Booth.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
Rams 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. On the move past the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's
going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. On second down, Cook works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That one to the sideline and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the checks and you ordered dessert on top of it, right?
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cook following the penalty. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's